I've been playing fighting games for way too long, so I thought what better way to start this beautiful Sunday morning than to get everyone mad at me by talking about the ones that I like. So I thought, I found this tier list every fighting game ever, and I'm pretty sure this includes some funny ones. So and I've actually never really gave a deep thought about which fighting games I like the best. So I thought it'd be fun to go to the ones that I've played and rank them. Now, I don't really know what criteria I'm gonna go for because I've played Third Strike. Okay, we're not gonna include every version of Street Fighter 4 and 5. I'm just gonna think back about the game as a whole and rank it from there. Street Fighter 6, I played that. I played the Alpha ones, but on like PSP, I played like Alpha 3 Max. I played Cross Tekken. We gotta start by adding the games that I actually played. I've actually never played a Tekken game for more than 5 minutes. I've played every Smash Bros. Okay, they're count here. They are officially fighting games according to this tier list. I did play some Mortal Kombat as a kid, but I've never taken it seriously enough to actually, I don't even remember which one I played. I played Injustice 1 for a little bit actually when it first came out. What else? CVS, I played a very little. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I didn't play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 enough to actually have a strong opinion. I played 3 quite a bit. I played Infinite. Dragon Ball games. Okay, I'm not going to add all these. I've probably played all these, but I'm going to add ones that I've actually played a lot. Okay, Dragon Ball Fighters, of course. Tenkaichi 2. I got a few things to say about Tenkaichi. Jump Force. All right, I'll never drop a chance to make fun of Jump Force. All right, I'm pretty sure I played all these Naruto games, but where's Clash of Ninja? That one was sick. We'll put Storm 1. I don't want to talk about every Naruto game. I've tried a lot of these, but okay. Actually, I've played Exert, but not enough that I think I'll have a strong opinion. It was just kind of waiting for Strive to come out, which a lot of people are probably going to get mad at me for saying that. But I did play a lot of Strive. I'll go KOF. I played 13, 14, 15. Soul Calibur 2. That's a classic. And Link's on the cover. That's the one I played. Persona 4. I played both. I'm just going to put Ultimax. I've definitely played Cross Tag. I played the first Blaze Blue. I remember I bought my stick when I was a little kid and I saw Blaze Blue in the store. I was like, oh, I want to practice using my stick. But not much after that. I'll add it, but I'm not gonna have a strong opinion. I might even take it out. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus and Rising. I'll put both. They're like kind of two different games, not really like the Street Fighter versions. I mean, maybe they are. I don't know. Multi-Versus. I played that quite a bit. Pokken, Dive Kick, Sonic motherfucking Fighters. What? I did play Fantasy Strike. I did play DNF Duel. I'm not putting all of these in D, by the way. I'm just putting the ones I've actually played up here, so we have to keep scrolling down. Okay, I do think that's all of them. So let's name the tiers. We'll go with my goats. Great, good, stop playing fast. Okay, so there's no bad ones. Okay. Okay, so I don't know how I'm gonna start this. Street Fighter 2. It's not specifically Turbo. I imagine like most people, you grew up with Street Fighter 2. And I think it's a good game. I went back and played it when they get like re-releases on like anniversary collection and whatnot. And I honestly I'm not a huge fan of it, I won't lie. I guess it's one of those things that when you played it as it came out, you love it and there's nostalgia. But if it wasn't something you super grinded as a kid and you're used to like Street Fighter 4, 5, 6, they just feel off, Street Fighter 3 is a great game. I didn't play it that much either, but I did play it way more than Street Fighter 2. In between Street Fighter 4 and 5, I played quite a bit Third Strike when it came out on Xbox Live Arcade, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. Street Fighter 4 is one of my favorite games of all time. It might even be first, spoiler, because, this is 100% bias. This is the game that got me in love with fighting games. Yun, Sea Viper, and Street Fighter 4 Akuma are 3 of my favorite characters in any fighting game ever to this day. And yeah, I don't know if it'll end up being first, but I do think it'll end up being high. Street Fighter 5, I might actually lift it up in the future. I'm not too sure. We're just gonna leave it as a baseline on the top of great. I didn't like season 1 of Street Fighter 5. When did I start liking it? I want to say season 3 onwards. I liked it a lot. Season 1, I was so hyped for it because Street Fighter 4 is one of my favorite games ever. Street Fighter 5 came out, I played, wasn't a huge fan, and then Ibuki came out and I tried her and she was fun, but she was kind of dog shit at first until like Shen showed off some things and she got nerfed. I don't really remember what happened, but I remember somewhere in season 3 I watched Fujimura play Ibuki and Sako play Minot. And I was like, both those characters look really, really fun. So I got back into it and I fell in love with the game again. It might go higher because I remember liking the game a lot towards the last few seasons, but it's rough start. Like I never stopped playing Street Fighter 5 until until we were just pretty much waiting for 5. From start to finish, the day I bought it, I played this nonstop. Street Fighter 5, I kind of fell out a lot. And again, this might be nostalgia because of one of my first ones. But yeah, Street Fighter 6 I'm going to put up here with my goats. Maybe we'll talk about it more when there's things to compare about, but there's not much to hate about Street Fighter 6 besides Drive Rush. But yeah, it's a good game overall. It looks nice. It's decent single player content and I've been playing it quite a bit, but I do still think I like 4 more. Again, even in 5 already, it's only been a year and a half and I've already fall out of it sometimes. I play it a lot. But Street Fighter 4, I remember just, I mean, I was a kid who's like in high school, right? So I had more time, but I was just nonstop playing. Cross Tekken, I think, gets a lot of hate. I like this game a lot. People probably hate me for doing this. I found it more fun than Third Strike. Third Strike is probably a better game, sure, but I had so much fun playing Cross Tekken. I played Kazuya and Akuma, and I just had a blast with that game. Smash 64. This is a childhood game that I loved quite a bit. Honestly, these are both my childhood games, and I think I liked Smash more. You know, most FGC heads are gonna be like, what? That's not even a fighting game. How is it better than the legendary Street Fighter 2? Whatever, man, whatever. It's fun as fuck. Melee, amazing game. Do I like it better than Third Strike? Probably not. I like watching it more than Third Strike. Or I like watching Melee more than most of these games, honestly. But it was a game I played as a kid, but when I go back to it now, it feels off to me, which, you know, most Melee players would hate me for saying. Brawl, I like more than Melee. Whatever, man. Smash for Wii U, I like this game a lot. Probably, whoops, how did KOF get up here? More than Cross Tekken, maybe more than 5, honestly. Probably not. Maybe. I used to play so much Smash for Wii U, it's insane. But Smash Ultimate, I'm gonna put it in one of my goats. No, I'll put it on the top of great. I like Smash Ultimate a lot. It's one of the things that made my channel big. And as the DLC came out and the meta slowed down, I wasn't as into playing it. And as I got used to playing other games, I think my biggest gripe with Smash Ultimate is that as I got used to playing games with rollback and just like great training modes, like even, you know, you go into Street Fighter 6 training mode, you can learn whatever you want. You want to learn something in Smash Ultimate, you hop on Discord, ask someone who plays that character and play in the worst connection ever against them. So that's my biggest gripe. But I think Smash games, you know, I know every FGC head on the planet loves to make fun of it, and now they smell whatever. I've been to tournaments for both. They both smell equally as bad. But Smash games are just, they're built in such a creative way where like you still have whiff punishing and like corner control, even though it's not literally a corner, and trying to rush down or, you know, hold your space as a traditional fighting game. But it's more like an open sandbox where like there's like anti-airing is weirder because there's double jumps and air dodge, and like, I don't know, it's just different. But I like the Smash like skeleton a lot, the way the games are made. And I think if they didn't have like the kind of connotation of being like a kids game, because Nintendo, they would be some of the most well-respected fighting games ever, because they're just well made, honestly. Like from bottom to top, like the amount of love that goes into the games is insane. KOF 14, I didn't like this game at all. I stopped playing it pretty quick. Injustice as well. I don't want to rag on these games too much, but I tried them both as they came out and didn't stick with them. Marvel 3, higher than Cross Tekken for sure. Probably not higher than Smash for me. I loved Marvel 3. I played A Broken Team. I played Zero Doom Virgil, and I just had a blast. I remember like literally just sitting in training mode for hours trying to do zero loops or trying to find TODs before I could even do the zero loops. Pressing X Factor with Virgil was one of the most dopamine you can get. You're just losing. You're down 1 versus 3. Tap that X Factor with Virgil. Hit the person out of block stun, and it was just way too fun. Marvel Infinite, not a big fan of. I don't think it's down here. I played it for a little bit, honestly, but it didn't stick. I think there's a lot of things that bothered me with this game. Despite, I don't even care about the roster. I'm not like a huge Marvel person, so like the fact that the X-Men were gone, whatever, that didn't really affect me at all. The game felt, I also like, don't shoot me for saying this. I think there's now like these rose tinted glasses that like, this was actually amazing game. It just looked bad. And the roster, I don't think it was that. It was like the stone system was kind of so stupid. The top tier meta at the first few months, at least, I don't know how it played out, was like so boring to watch and play. So honestly, I don't have much to say about this game. I wasn't a big fan. Dragon Ball FighterZ, maybe people will get mad at me for this, but I think I liked it more than Street Fighter 6. Can I say that? People are gonna hate me for this because, you know, this is almost like Dragon Ball FighterZ almost has become like this Smash, like where people are like, that's not even like a real fighting game. It's like so broken, and Disney and Mickey Mouse, whatever. But man, when this game came out, I don't remember being so just like for months on end sitting in training mode, sitting in rank, talking to everyone about it, entering Discords just to talk about characters. And again, it's probably like a nostalgia because I grew up watching Dragon Ball. When Gohan screamed to go Super Saiyan 2, I was screaming in my house. Okay, my mom was pissed about that one. It was like 9 p.m. You know, an actual fighting game coming out from Dragon Ball IP just got me insanely hyped. So honestly, this game could have been bad. I still probably would have grinded the shit out of it, but I thought it was good. The first like 3 seasons, I loved it. I loved it so much. Tenkaichi 2, this, like most people say, this isn't a real fighting game. This is a pure biased nostalgia. When this game came out on the Wii, you used to be able to do like controls with the fucking Wiimote and shit. My brothers, my neighbors, and my friends, we would actually, I'm not even kidding, I remember a Christmas break where maybe 5 days straight a neighbor and a friend slept over at my house, and with my brothers we were just playing, like we were having like in-house tournaments, like a 6-man bracket almost, and we were just playing this game non-stop, doing our fucking Wiimote controls. I don't know why. We were probably like 12 years old, but I have the biggest nostalgia boner for this game for some reason. All right, Jump Force. This game's ass. I don't have to say much. I just wanted to include it here so I could say it was ass. I wanted it to be good because, you know, it's all the characters you grew up with. If you're a weeb, I'm not a weeb, but maybe, you know. Not much to say here. Storm, I'm gonna put stop playing fast, but I actually played it more than a lot of these fighting games I don't like. This isn't even a real fighting game. The thing with Storm is that, similar to Dragon Ball FighterZ, when I first saw the very first trailer for Naruto Storm, let's find it. I think it was this one. I remember the first time I saw this, what is this, like 180p? This is the highest it has. But in my head, I was like, holy shit, this is like the actual anime. Like, how did they, these graphics are insane. Okay, this is like 160p, so it looks worse. But at the time, this is like when people saw Dragon Ball FighterZ and were like, wow, like they really brought the anime to life. That's what I thought about this game. CyberConnect 2 did a good job, I think. I mean, looking back at it, it's nowhere nearly as nice as I remember, but I thought it was I was so hyped for this game. Again, it's not like a traditional fighting game by any means, but even as a casual, I don't think I liked it that much. I stopped playing the story pretty quick. I played with my friends a little bit, but that's about it. Guilty Gear Strive is in one of my goats as well. In fact, I think I like it better than both of these games. Now, again, Guilty Gear Strive, the longer it goes on, the more it's getting this like, oh my god, it's a Mickey Mouse game. I like playing Slayer, okay? Okay, I'm that guy. I enjoy playing Slayer. When the game came out, I loved playing Chip. To me, the big thing about Guilty Gear Strive is that there are two things. One, the mechanics of the game are just best in class. Like, one of my problems with Street Fighter 6 is that I actually don't really like the system mechanics, because it's like every character kind of uses them the same. Now, not literally, but everyone's trying to like scam some minus frames with parries and crouching medium kick drive rush if you could do it. But Guilty Gear is like another game that has such strong system mechanics, but characters don't like try to abuse them in the same way. I don't know what it is. Like, there are so many times where I see someone use the RC and I'm like, wow, that was actually kind of sick, even though they did like the stupidest left right. I got no idea what's happening, but it's like interesting. But I've never in my life been like, oh my god, sick drive rush, bro. Like, I don't know what it is. And Guilty Gear to me is just such an addicting game. It's in a game that you have to like mentally be prepared to just get hit by the stupidest shit ever, but once you are, I love Strive. I really wish I played Xrd growing up, because I've heard so many good things, but to me it's so hard going back to older games when like the newest one just has a bigger player base. I know not everyone's like that, they just play what's the most fun, but to me, I usually try to play the games that are most recent and, you know, have the biggest player bases and whatnot. But I really wish I got into Xrd when it first came out, because Strive is so fun, and I've only heard amazing things about Xrd as well. Okay, KOF 13. Honestly, I didn't play this game that much, but the amount I did, I thought it was super fun. I really love the graphics to this day. Like, probably the best 2D sprites, maybe even better than Third Strike. I don't know if that's actually true. Actually, yeah, I think I like it better than Cross Tekken. Dude, I actually like Cross Tekken a lot. Someone's gonna get mad at me for putting KOF 13 and Third Strike lower than Cross Tekken, but I've had so much fun with Cross Tekken. I have no idea why. KOF 15, however, I liked it a lot. I'm gonna put it above Marvel 3. I'll put it below Marvel 3. I played this game for hours and hours and hours as it first came out. I eventually got a little bored with it. I don't even know why, honestly. I think at the time the matchmaking was really bugged and like something was wrong with it online. But my time with it, I absolutely loved it, so it'll be right up here. Soul Calibur 2, this is a pure nostalgia pick. I'm gonna put it right under Brawl, because it has a very similar kind of place in my brain where I played it as a kid. I loved it. I, for some reason, was grinding a game I had no intent on actually competing in. I just loved Link as a kid, and then Link was in Soul Calibur, so I grind the shit out of this game. Persona 4 Ultimax. I thought this game was okay. I think I'm gonna put it at the top of good. I wanted to like this game a lot because, you know, I'm a little bit of a Persona fanboy, but I didn't end up loving it as much as I thought I would, but it was fun. It was definitely fun. I think if I played it, I actually did buy this game, the original, just Persona 4 Arena, when it first came out. I remember buying it, and I did like it, but then I immediately went back to playing Street Fighter 4. But I feel like if at that time I was a Persona fanboy, I probably would have loved this game, but I think maybe I got into it a little too late. Cross Tag Battle, honestly, exact same thing. To me, these two games have the exact same memory in my mind, where like they got released with on Steam with like rollback, and I was like, oh, this is fun. Grinded it for a bit, really enjoyed it, watched some videos, like entered some Discords to try to find people to play, and then I just stopped playing. But I do have good memories about them, but nothing insane. BlazBlue, I've only played the very first one when it first came out, and it was the exact same idea I had with the original Persona 4 Arena. I saw it at a GameStop. I was like, oh, I want to try another fighting game because I love Street Fighter 4, and I bought a new stick. I'm like, this 14-year-old kid just can't wait to try some new games. And I did like it, but I dropped it pretty quick. because I just loved Street Fighter 4 too much. I'll put it right here. Okay, so the original Granblue Fantasy, I didn't like it that much. I fell out of it pretty quick. I think I'll put it right here, honestly. I thought it was fine, but even then, like, Street Fighter 5 is a game I wasn't in love with, and this game just made me want to play Street Fighter 5 again. But Rising, I like a lot. I feel like more than most people would probably put it. I think I'll put it right about here. To this day, I'm still interested in just booting up Rising every now and then, play some UL, play some 2B. I find both those characters extremely fun, even though UL's dog shit, I think. But yeah, like, I don't have anything bad to say about Rising, honestly. There's like a few like Guerrilla things, you know, 6XL in general, funny mechanic. Guard cancels are a little too good, I think. I don't know if they still are. I haven't played in a bit. Graphically, it's amazing. The characters are fun. It added rollback, another huge problem with this one. And yeah, I don't have much to complain about Rising. It's just a really good game. I would consider putting higher, but literally all three of these, I went out of my way to enter offline tournaments with this, so I think that's already like a tell to me that I was more invested. And literally all of these, except Marvel 3, I actually did go to tournament, but it was mostly because I was already just like with friends from other fighting games. So yeah, that's actually a good cutoff for me. That everything from Smash Ultimate and above, I would like go out of my way to play offline if given the chance. Everything below, I was kind of just playing for fun. Not for fun, but you know, online and whatnot. Multiverse is a game I wanted to like a lot, but I stopped playing it extremely quickly. I'm gonna put it at the top of stop playing fast because I stopped playing it pretty fast. But I played it way more than these other games, so I'll put it here. I'll put it above Infinite just because playing with a friend makes it really fun. But yeah, I didn't play it very long. Whenever I did play, it's because a friend asked me to play some doubles, and I found that really fun. Kind of like 2XKO, where like you asked me to play some doubles, I'm down. You know, we mess around in Discord and have some fun. Pokken, I actually like this game a lot, but again, it's a super casual. I'm gonna put it next to the other games I kind of played casually for fun, almost like nostalgia. But at the bottom of them, I actually think Pokken could be a good game if they made a Pokken 2 and made it focused on like bouncing around, you know, making it more competitive or not. But they'll never do that. So it doesn't matter, but I actually like the idea. It was a fun game, honestly. I don't have much to say other than, you know, it was a fun idea and a fun game, but not something I like super committed to. Okay, Dive Kick. Honestly, I thought Dive Kick was actually pretty fun. I would put it higher than a lot of these games. Like, it's the most janky game, but I remember like actually playing it quite a bit. I'll put it, okay, I'm gonna put it, never mind, I'll put it below all these. The rest of these I took like somewhat seriously in that like I would queue up for ranked and like try to win games. Dive Kick was not really like that, but I did play it quite a bit. It was fun. It was a fun game. Fantasy Strike, I stopped playing it super fast. Okay, nothing's worse than Jump Force. Injustice sucked my balls. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Not much to say. It's like meant for beginners, and I think it's good at that. I mostly played it because one of my friends was getting into fighting games, but it's just not something for me. But I actually like the idea of it, but yeah, just not for me. DNF Duel is a game I actually liked quite a bit. Where would I put it? This is a game that, like, when I think back on it, I'm like, I had fun. It was so degenerate. It was like the characters were insane, but took up the whole screen with normals, but there was no movement for some reason. So there's a lot of like frustrating parts about it, but it was fun. It was actually just, you know, game balance or quality aside, when I think back, I'm like, I had a lot of fun with that game. So I think I'll actually put it above KOF 15 because they're in my head, they're about the same. They're games I wanted to take seriously online, at least, and like really like grind the rank system. But I think I just played DNF more because I really fell in love with playing Kunoichi and Striker. Whereas KOF 15, I kind of had a character crisis all the time, so I was falling in and out of it more. So yeah, I guess just because the characters stuck with me in DNF Duel more, I ended up playing it way more. So I'll do it like that. Now, I pretty much think that's it. Now, I know everyone looking at this is like, this is complete dog shit. And I implore you to tell me why. I have no problem with someone says, man, you're an idiot, Granblue Fantasy or the original BlazBlue is my favorite game ever. Sure. I have no hostility towards differing opinions here because as I said in the beginning, a lot of this is just based on my memory of the game. Kind of nostalgia carries some of these, like Street Fighter and Brawl, because I grew up with these games. Not this one, Brawl. I grew up like playing these games quite a bit. Cross Tekken is probably way higher than most people's list, but I remember just being hyped for this game for some reason and actually enjoying the shit out of it, even though most people did not. It just resonated with me well. I found Kazuya so fun in that game. It's weird because I found Kazuya so fun in Cross Tekken, but I've never played a Tekken game. Maybe I should get on that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think besides the fact that you think it's poopy. I get it. Let me know which games you guys like the most, or if you disagree with my opinion, why. Rather than what, if you disagree where I put it, what I said about it. You know, like, Injustice 1 was the best game ever. You're lying to yourself and to me, but I'd love to hear about your lie in the comments below. I thought this was something fun to look at because I never really thought about it. Honestly, I expected Street Fighter 6 to be a little bit higher, but I just had way too much fun with these 3 games. I think it's mostly the characters. There's not a single character in Street Fighter 6 right now that really sticks with me. To this day, like I'm playing Cammy and I don't even find her that fun, but she's just like the closest to what I want because I'm so Yun in Street Fighter 4, favorite character of all time, and Dragon Ball Z was nostalgia. And Guilty Gear has some of the best design characters ever, in my opinion, so that kind of rounds out my top 4. Smash in top 5, honestly, I'm not that surprised. I enjoy Smash. I have a lot of Smash content on this YouTube video just because a lot of FGC people like to circle jerk the fact that it's not real. Yeah, I don't subscribe to it. I think it's a great game, well made, and so much depth competitively. So it being in the top 5 is I'm gonna put it in the top 5. It's in my goats. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I kind of want to do now that I did this, because I talked so much about the characters, I kind of want to do one of those lists I've seen people do like a year or 2 ago where they made up their own tier list with every character they've ever made in a fighting game. And I want to rate that because I have such fun memories of some of these characters. Even in Street Fighter 5, I ended up liking Ibuki so much. She was so fun, which is weird because when she first came out, I thought nothing made sense. But if you enjoyed it, I would appreciate a like, comment, subscription. Let me know what your favorite fighting game of all time is, and is there a game worse than Jump Force? I don't think so. Stay beautiful, my friends. See you next time.